So I've been using Tangem and Ledger for years now, and I've noticed there are some major differences between these two wallet brands. Obviously the design is different, but also things like security and the setup process. So in this video, we're going to go over those differences so that you can choose which wallet is best for you. I'll make sure to drop links to each wallet in the description along with discount codes. Let's get into it. The first major difference between Tangem and Ledger is their design. Tangem doesn't have a screen or a battery. You don't even need to power it on. Instead, it uses NFC to connect to your phone to manage everything through the Tangem app. So it is a mobile only cold wallet. In comparison, Ledger wallets come equipped with their own screens and offer multiple connectivity options like Bluetooth and USB-C, which allows you to use it with either mobile or desktop devices. But before we dive into all the differences between Tangem and Ledger, I do want to dive into all the different Ledger models because currently Ledger sells 4 different models: the Ledger Nano S Plus, the Ledger Nano X, and then their 2 flagship models, the Flex and the Stax. While these models do look different, they basically work the same and have similar security features. However, there are some major differences when it comes to design. So for starters, the Nano S Plus and Nano X have a USB stick design with small OLED screens and only 2 buttons for navigation. The Nano X uses a 100 mAh battery, while the Nano S Plus doesn't even have a battery at all, so you have to plug it in to use it. Meanwhile, the Flex and the Stax models feature a larger 200 mAh battery and more user-friendly e-ink touchscreens. The Flex has a 2.8-inch Gorilla Glass touchscreen, while the Stax features a first-of-its-kind curved plastic 3.7-inch e-ink touchscreen. Both of these screens are a big improvement over the S Plus and the Nano S micro screens. I have noticed that the e-ink screens on the Flex and the Stax consume a lot less battery than the OLED screen on the Ledger Nano X. However, the e-ink screens do come with their drawbacks, and that is that they do not have a backlight. So if you want to use your Flex or Stax in the dark, you can't because there's no light. That said, if you want to use it in direct sunlight or under a really bright light, both e-ink screens have an anti-glare property, so they work really well in direct sunlight. Also, unlike the Ledger Nano X and Nano S Plus, the Flex and the Stax include a built-in NFC antenna for one of their security features that we'll touch on later. Now, when it comes to the Tangem wallet, it is known for its durability and simplicity. It's literally just a plastic card, so it is IP68 rated, it's waterproof, it's resistant to extreme temperatures and other extreme conditions like EMPs, X-ray machines, and electrostatic discharge. And because of that, Tangem is able to offer a 25-year product replacement warranty for their cards. Something worth noting though is that Tangem only offers their cards in packs of 2 or 3, and this is because you can set up the cards as a seedless wallet if you want to, and with this setup, the cards act as your backup since they store your private key. While this might be more convenient if you don't want to keep track of a seed phrase, it's the riskier option in my opinion, because if you lose all of your cards and you don't have your seed phrase, then you lose access to all of your crypto. That's why I prefer opting for the more traditional 12 or 24 word seed phrase option. I'd much rather rely on a seed phrase than cards. Even though the cards are durable, it's still tech, and tech fails all the time. Also worth noting, if you choose a seedless backup, you can only have a maximum of 3 backups because you're limited to 3 Tangem cards per 1 crypto wallet. Whereas if you just create a traditional 12 or 24 word seed phrase, then you can create as many copies of your seed phrase as you want. So if you do plan to use your Tangem wallet as a seedless wallet, you definitely want to grab that 3-pack so that you have that extra backup card. But if you just plan to use it like a normal cold wallet and use a seed phrase, then you can get away with getting the 2-pack. Or if you're into innovative tech like I am, you might consider picking up the Tangem Ring. This is the world's first wearable cold wallet, and it works exactly like the cards. It has all the same security features, the same durability, except it's hidden in plain sight, and it's just really cool. The Ring also comes with 2 cards, so if you do get it, you're basically getting a 3-pack. The next difference between Tangem and Ledger is their setup process. Now, both wallets are pretty easy to set up, but Tangem is going to be a lot quicker. Setting up the Tangem wallet is as simple as downloading the Tangem app on your NFC-compatible iOS or Android phone, scanning the cards, and then following the on-screen instructions. If you opt for the seedless wallet configuration, the setup process literally takes like a minute, whereas setting it up with the seed phrase requires additional time since you have to record the seed phrase. Ledger's setup process, on the other hand, is also pretty straightforward. You can set it up using an iOS or Android phone or a Mac, Windows, or Linux computer. Just download Ledger Live, power on your wallet, and follow the on-screen instructions. There's also not a huge difference when setting up the different Ledger models. However, the Ledger Nano X and Nano S Plus offer a different setup experience compared to the Flex and the Stacks. Setting up the Nano S Plus and the Nano X models mainly involves setting a pin and then recording your seed phrase, so it's a quick process. The Flex and Stacks models, on the other hand, offer a more guided experience during setup, explaining each step and its importance along the way. While both wallets provide an easy-to-follow setup process, Tangem's mobile-only approach provides a quicker onboarding experience compared to Ledger, where you're switching between your device's screen and then your phone or computer screen in Ledger Live. The third major difference between Tangem and Ledger is user-friendliness. Both wallets are enjoyable to use, but I can say confidently that Tangem is the most user-friendly cold wallet on the market. And that's coming from someone who owns 20 plus hardware wallets. I've set them all up, I've used them all, and I always go back to Tangem because it's really just the most convenient cold wallet on the market. Ask anyone who's used a Tangem wallet, they'll tell you the exact same thing. I remember when I first got my Tangem wallet about 2 years ago now, I first set it up and I was like, what the heck, there's no way this thing is secure, because it was that simple to set up and even more simple to use with the Tangem app. And here I am 2 years later, still using Tangem more than any other wallet that I own. The Tangem app really deserves all the credit for why Tangem is the most user-friendly cold wallet on the market. It's the easiest crypto management software that I've ever used. It has a really clean interface. There's not a bunch of buttons. You can buy, sell, and swap crypto directly in the app, and soon you'll be able to natively stake crypto directly in Tangem as well. The main downside to Tangem is that you are limited to using the Tangem app to manage your crypto, whereas with Ledger, you can connect your Ledger wallet to various third-party software wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, or whatever it may be, and this gives you more options for managing your crypto. But at least with Tangem, you can still use Wallet Connect to connect to various decentralized applications, whether that's an NFT marketplace or a decentralized exchange. Now, circling back to Tangem's durable design, this is the best cold wallet on the market to travel with. I know plenty of people who travel with their Ledger wallet, their Trezor wallet, One Key. You can do that, but those wallets kind of stick out. Like, any normal person is not going to whip any kind of device out that looks like any of those wallets. Whereas Tangem, it's just a plastic card, or if you get the ring, it's literally just a ring with no branding on it. No one will ever know. And you don't have to charge it. There's no cables you have to bring. As long as you have your phone, the Tangem app, and your Tangem wallet, then you're good to go. In comparison, Ledger offers a more feature-rich experience compared to Tangem through Ledger Live, and Ledger is the first hardware wallet that I ever bought back in 2020, and so my experience with it was kind of different, but it was really easy to set up, and Ledger Live was fairly simple to use after I messed around with it for, maybe an hour or so. So it is still a really user-friendly wallet. Just not as user-friendly as Tangem. And of course, Ledger Live lets you do all the same things that you can do in the Tangem app. Actually, it gives you a bit more control. So of course, you can buy, sell, swap, and stake crypto in Ledger Live. Plus, Ledger wallets work with most third-party software wallets like MetaMask, Trust Wallet, and other popular apps. So if you don't want to use Ledger Live to manage your crypto, you can actually connect any of your Ledger wallets to something like MetaMask if you're more comfortable using MetaMask to manage your crypto. The next major difference between Tangem and Ledger is their security features. Tangem has sold more than 1.7 million wallets since 2017, and not a single one has been hacked. The card might look simple, and that's because it is simple, but it has some of the best security features that you could want from a cold wallet. Inside the card and also the ring is a Samsung EAL6 Plus secure element chip that stores and protects your private key from malware and any physical attacks. This is the same kind of chip used in billions of bank cards and electronic passports around the world, so it has been hardened over time and it is one of the best options on the market. However, since Tangem uses such a secure chip, their firmware is closed source, and that's because they have to sign a non-disclosure agreement with the chip manufacturer. It's not all bad though. The Tangem app is 100% open source and anyone can view its code on GitHub. Plus, Tangem has received 2 security audits from third-party auditors, which proves there are no backdoors or vulnerabilities in their firmware. Of course, Tangem has all the standard security features we all expect from our cold wallet, including the option to generate a new 12 or 24-word seed phrase when you set up your wallet. This includes importing an existing seed phrase if you have one. You can also import or create a passphrase, also known as a hidden wallet, for added security. And to prevent unauthorized access to your crypto, if someone steals your Tangem card or you lose it, Tangem requires you to create an access code, and this code is needed anytime you want to access the card and make transactions. So it's not as simple as just having the card. You also need that access code. The main concern I hear with Tangem is that it doesn't have a screen. Some people argue this is risky because you can't confirm transaction details directly on the wallet. You have to trust what you see in the app on your phone. So I think the main worry here is if you get malware on your phone and then it infiltrates the Tangem app and then maybe modifies your transaction details when you go to send crypto. And instead of sending your crypto to your other wallet or to someone that you send it to a scammer. Personally, I'm not too concerned with this because there is no known malware that could affect the Tangem app. Also, since your private key is stored securely offline on the secure element chip inside the Tangem card, there's no way that someone could get your private key. Even if you do have malware on your phone, even if the Tangem app were hacked, your private key always remains secure because it's offline. Plus, even reputable cold wallets with a screen like the Trezor Model T have been hacked for their seed phrase and PIN in the past, so having a screen isn't the end-all be-all solution in my opinion. As for Ledger security, I want to address the elephant in the room that has been haunting them for years, which is the false claim that Ledger wallets have a backdoor. It's just that. It's a false claim. It's misinformation that has been spread over time and continues to be spread by people who have not done their own research. Ledger Recover is not a backdoor. That would mean that Ledger has unauthorized access to your device, which is not the case. Ledger Recover is a subscription-based opt-in service that the user has to opt into. There's a bunch of steps that you have to go through. You have to verify where you live. You have to verify your identity. You have to give them a bank card so that you can pay the monthly subscription service. And you have to authorize all this from your Ledger device. So just by using a Ledger wallet or updating to a certain firmware version does not mean you opt into using this Ledger Recover service. With that out of the way, let's look at the slight security differences between the different Ledger models. So they all pretty much offer the same security features, including a 24-word seed phrase when you set up your wallet, PIN protection, and the optional passphrase or hidden wallet option if you want some added security. The only real difference is the secure element chip. The Nano X uses an EAL5 Plus secure element chip from ST Microelectronics, while the S Plus, the Flex, and the Stacks all use an EAL6 Plus secure element chip. And both EAL5 and EAL6 Plus secure elements are industry standard when it comes to hardware wallets, so it's not like there's any major risk of using an EAL5 chip over an EAL6 chip. They're both going to protect you from malware and physical attacks, so it's not really anything I'm concerned with. The one major difference between Ledger and Tangem wallets in terms of security is that Ledger wallets let you verify all your transaction details directly on the Ledger device itself since it has a screen, which technically reduces the risk of unauthorized transactions. Not only that, but Ledger is the only cold wallet that uses what they call a secure screen. The secure screen means the secure element chip is connected directly to the wallet screen, whereas any other wallet that has a screen uses some kind of like MCU between the secure element chip and the screen. And if there aren't other security features in place, then it is possible that someone could inject some malware into that MCU and then read any data that's being transferred between the secure element and your screen and potentially maybe change your transaction details. Most wallets have security features in place to prevent this, but Ledger is still the only wallet using the secure screen. Another awesome security feature that Ledger offers that Tangem doesn't is the Security Key app, and this app is available on all Ledger models and lets you use your wallet as a passkey for securing your accounts on various websites like Gmail, Facebook, X, and most crypto exchanges. Basically, any site that supports passkeys, two-factor authentication, or multi-factor authentication can use your Ledger wallet as a passkey to log in securely. So not only is Ledger a good option for securing your crypto, but it can help you secure your other online accounts outside of crypto, which I think is just as important. This next difference is probably the most important factor to consider when choosing between Ledger and Tangem wallets, and that is coin support. After all, why would you buy a wallet that doesn't support the coins that you plan to hold on it? Both Tangem and Ledger offer pretty good coin support. They support all the popular coins many of us own, like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, XRP, BNB, ADA, TRX, the list goes on. And they both also support most of the meme coins, including the new ones on newer networks like Base. However, more important than coin support is network support, considering the number of network a wallet supports determines the number of tokens it supports. That said, Tangem supports more than 60 blockchain networks, and that number is growing every day. I can't find the exact number of networks that Ledger Live supports, however, I don't believe it's as comprehensive as Tangem. That said, the main difference with Ledger wallets is that since you can use it with other third-party wallets like Trust Wallet, that instantly expands the number of networks that it supports. But overall, I think it's fair to say that both Tangem and Ledger support plenty of coins. The most important thing you can do is to check that whichever wallet you're choosing check that it supports the coins that you want to hold on it, and you can easily find a list of supported coins on each wallet's official website, which again I'll link to in the description. So I don't think you could go wrong with Tangem or Ledger. Personally, I find myself using Tangem more than any other cold wallet I own. However, Ledger does offer those extra security features that some people might find appealing, such as a security key app and the secure screen. But let me know which wallet you go with in the comments. Links and discount codes down in the description. Thanks for watching. God bless. Peace out.